Hey there, welcome back to the table. This will be the last video I could probably do today. I'm going to have guests coming over soon, and in fact, I'm trying to squeeze this in before they arrive. So, let's keep going. It's a sign that I am enjoying the game. That much is true. Uh, but yeah, we're going to do leaving the planet is where we're at now, and we have to clean up the components. So I'm going to go through this step by step, make sure we don't forget anything. Each crew member returns their section cards and dice to their compartment. So basically, all that means is your deck of cards goes back. We understand that. So I can handle that. I leave the dice actually on the player board. I'm not too worried about the dice part. In fact, I could probably leave the cards on the player board too, now that I think about it. In fact, I'm going to do exactly that. So I'm going to just leave the dice and the cards there. I'm going to just clean up some other components. And just picking up some cards here, like these science cards. Definitely like how the science player was able to manipulate the leads. I think that was really cool. I'm going to put these wounded injury cards back. Oh no, hold on. I think they have to go to medbay or something like that. Let's just do what it tells us to do. I better not get ahead of myself. Okay. Return all equipment cards from the planet board on the lander card and any next to the crew back to the armory. So again, that would be this type of stuff. We could have used it once, but we didn't. We definitely used that. This was useful, the jetpack. We used the other stuff, the adrenaline and the med pack. We used everything, actually, except for the arm. But this wasn't a mission where we needed a lot of wrenches on this one. Return any POI cards with the X icon to point of interest. Oh, sorry, the camera is bumping off the table here. So, what does that mean with the X icon? So this is a point of interest, for example. This is a point of interest. I don't have a freaking clue what it's talking about with the X icon. I mean, we got several of these. It said we can't return here ever again, so I'm assuming all of these are going to be returned. I don't understand what the X icon is, though. I don't see that anywhere. This game drives me nuts with the icons. They tell you whatever icon. Where? Where do I look for this icon? Yeah. Little bit bad there. Let me pause and see if I can figure this out. Okay, I figured out that X symbol it looks like a computer disk, an old floppy from like a 3.5-inch floppy. That's what the picture is, and the X icon is just supposed to mean that it's not a card you save, because you would save your game on a floppy disk. I just still don't know where that symbol is on the card. It says we can never return to this planet, so I just returned all the cards. I don't see any reason not to. So I did that, but I did notice that there is a liftoff entry over here, and we're lifting off, and so we got to go to 29. You may not terminate this introductory mission before you reach your objective. to conclude the planetary exploration. I did. What the heck? Mission 22. I must have finished a mission and then 21. I put the mission cards back already. So here's mission card 22. You'll be asked to discard this mission, which I did. Okay, so we did that one. Come on. Alright, what did I do with the mission card? I know it's here somewhere. I'm going to lose my mind. The mission card was right there. What did I do with it? Alright, I got to pause again. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but it won't let me do the liftoff. So I'm going to redo 240 because we completed that one.
Captain's log, entry D427.
To the unknown creatures from the distant past in this distant world, I salute you. When our team finally began to crack the dome's inner layer, we expected a myriad of things. An archive, a vault, created by the people of this
Okay,
world
I don't need to do
carry
this.
their legacy beyond the
I figured it out. Okay. Haha. So I'll explain it. So log 29 in the book says the exact same thing. That liftoff log is if you were to go there and try to voluntarily leave the planet. It's not that we won the mission, leave the planet. So basically, if you tried to voluntarily leave the planet before you completed the mission, it's telling you you can't. That's what that's doing. Okay, so we are back to here. So I don't know what the X icon is for saving. Not going to worry about it. We don't have any threat cards. Return optional missions back. Done. Return lead tokens. Done. Turn tokens. Time. Crew member Mibbies. Standard E. All that is done. And return the global condition cards to global conditions. We do have to do that. There's one that we need to do. No, that is done. Okay, components check. Planet board with all revealed POI cards without the X icon. You have to leave them on the table. It'll be used later in ship management. Non-optional missions. Discovery decks, event decks, and injury decks. Crew member cards and injury. See, we had to keep the injuries. The lander board with its mods. Gathered discoveries. And so forth. So let's go to docking. Alright. If there's at least one mission card on the planet board, and there's a mission failed token, start at step 1, otherwise go to step 2. Discard excess discoveries. So we have to take the total combined discoveries and unique discoveries, and it's limited by the lander. We're actually going to be in trouble here, I think. The lander can only carry 5. And I didn't realize the unique discovery is 2 of them. So that means we only get to keep 3 more of these. We have a whole bunch. That drives me nuts, because we could have used these. Like, you gain some charges. Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to get to keep 5 of these. I didn't realize the unique discoveries count as 2 of them. Boy, that limit of 5 stinks. I am making sure that is the limit, right? 5. Why don't I see it? If you have more than the capacity, discard non-unique discoveries in excess of your capacity. Unique discoveries cannot be discarded, which makes sense. You don't want to discard those. Alright, so we need to keep 3. Why am I not seeing the limit up here? I can see up on the load at the top, you can carry 4 equipment and 2 mission equipment. Here. We actually have a... I thought we had a... Our lander is in here. There we go, hangar. Here's our lander, and right there you can see Discovery's maximum 5. It's written right there. Okay. Well, which 3 do we want then? You could argue we want the live specimen one just because it's different. See, we could have gained 2 supplies with that one. Then, do we want the alien tech discovery? I don't know what good that does. I mean, it's only a... So, I'm going to say yes. We'll keep that one for 2. So then we're going to take one of these. So this one would give us 2 more energy in the energy pool. Energy being the number of times we could do actions. So this is a super nice one if we're willing to discard the card. This one here, we can draw a random microorganism discovery, which is also interesting. And then the rest, of course, are just discoveries. So, bear with me. I'm going to look in our awaiting bag, because I think this is all supposed to be public knowledge. So this research project, analyzing the message. Oh, yeah. So let's flip these over. This research project requires an alien tech. You see? So let's see what we need. That's a situation. Sorry, everything's flopping around. We got this, which is a bridge upgrade. The biome suit, these are production projects. We'll worry about those later. That one needs a mineral discovery. And that one's just free. So 1 mineral discovery is all we need to start doing that one. Okay, so I think that gives us what we're looking for here. I would have liked to have taken more. So we definitely need the alien tech. We don't need the live specimen. That's the one that's interesting. At least we don't need it now. And so we do need a mineral. So the fact that I can discard this one to get a microorganism is great, but I need a mineral. So I might as well just take the melted crystalline structure because it's just a generic mineral. Getting the 2 extra energy would have been cool because that meant that would mean that we could visit more places when we're doing our ship management. So then these just get reshuffled back into the deck. So our biggest issue is because of the 2 unique discoveries that if those didn't take up a spot, we actually were doing great. We would only had to leave 1 thing behind, and I would have left just one of these mineral ones, and we'd have been fine. So, all right, this is what we're going to bring back. I'm going to take all these. I think they go in the awaiting. Let me check. Oh, it's just discard excess. So I'm going to leave these on the lander. All right, next. Assemble available crew members. Each player takes all crew members from the resting crew into their hand. Leave the crew members on crew boards where they are for now. Players who control more than one section keep their available crew members from all sections together in one hand. Okay, so I have a little stack of cards here off to the side. So basically all of these are coming into our hand. So I will do that right now. Okay, I was just writing something down. Sorry. Crew members in your hand are known as available crew members. During ship management, you'll be able to assign them to various tasks. Pages in the ship book marked with the symbol that allows crew members to help can be assigned. Whenever you assign a crew member, immediately return them to resting crew. That's the rule I was looking for. It's there. Look, it's on the docking section that tells you when you assign a crew member, immediately return them to the resting crew. But we did. That's exactly what we did. It's just it was bugging me that it wasn't in the rules anywhere. You can never assign your last available crew member of each section. That's that whole thing. And I don't know why it's telling us this here in docking, but it did. So now we go to debriefing. This is the promote thing that we spent a lot of time talking about in the last video. We create the success pool, take all the success tokens, and then add them from the token bag, and then we can buy or sell dice. So let's do this one at a time. We're going to promote our crew members. So our success pool, by the way, does not count these for the purposes of promoting crew members. So for promoting crew members, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We found 5 success tokens. And so what this is saying is we do rank up because we completed this. And if they were rank 2 crew members, we needed 6 to be able to go to rank 3, which we failed to do. However, we're all rank 1, and we just needed 3, and we pass. So all of our crew members get promoted. And then this card it's not removed from the game, but it's removed from play until all the other cards are consumed. So basically, it doesn't come back into the game unless all the other rank up cards are used up. So I just need a good place to put this. I'll put it over here. Okay, so let's rank everybody up. I'm going to have to grab some rank sleeves. Get some rank 2 sleeves out here. And let's do our engineer first. So Zyma Anwar is ranking up. Now, bear in mind, this is also triggering the personnel files. So that's something else we're going to have to deal with. I'm not interested in reading those logs at the moment. Let's just keep focused on this part for now. And then for security, so Vukajlo, ranked up. There's not a lot of rank up sleeves, by the way. So this whole thing where I was like obsessed with getting the rank up, it really isn't. There's just not that many sleeves. So once you start getting a whole bunch of crew members in your party, it's not a thing. They won't be able to promote even if you succeed. And then the last one, Rika de Graaf. Okay, so I went and I grabbed, these are the veteran cards that we have, and you can see there's file numbers that need to be triggered for these. I honestly don't have time to do that right now because I have company coming, but it is something to do. So I'm going to just set them aside, and maybe we'll do that in the next video. I honestly think it's just flavor text, and I'm not I full confession, I'm not super interested in it. I don't think it matters to the game until you actually go on a mission with them and then try to complete an objective. So that's where I think it really matters. So everybody's ranked up. The rank up card's gone. We got the success pool. I already created that. There's 5 of them. And then we have this, which makes it 6. And everybody has 6 dice. And so we can buy a new die. So you may buy new dice for all sections, it says. And we would have to spend 6 because we have 6 dice right now. Each time you buy a die, assign one crew member of rank 2 or 3 to be an instructor. Doing so reduces the cost to purchase. Okay, you don't have to do that. You may also sell dice. Buying and selling dice can be done in any order. So by spending 6 of these, like this, then what happens is we're going to be able to add 1 more dice to each section. So let's do that. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's start with the engineer. So I'm going to put the dice in the engineer section. Let's see what we have. We have, of course, our basic, our wrench, and then our wild child. And then we have a basic, and then we have this. So here you can see we have 1 left for each. And so maybe we want to buy a blue, maybe we want to buy a green. So if we look over here, there is a blue wild child, which is an interesting option. But we don't have a computer one, so there's a part of me thinking maybe we should get one of those. Or you can see here we can get a green eyeball. Like maybe get something we don't already have. That's a tough choice because I'm sort of liking the wild child ones, especially if you have stuff that lets you reroll dice. But you know what? Let's go with the, let's get a computer monitor one. Okay, done. So let's move over to our neurosecurity. We got a red wild child, a strength, and a basic. And what I'm trying to do is I'm also trying not to grab extra dice because then you need to be rank 2 or better, right, to be able to use those dice. I want to make it rank 1 friendly, so green or blue for this guy. So with him, green or blue, I'm going to give him a compass. Yeah, let's give him a compass since he's security. I think that's a decent thing to do. Or maybe it's a stupid thing to do. I don't know. We'll do that. Then let's go over to recon. Same deal. Recon has a compass, a basic, and a wild child, a blue, red, and a strength. So we have room for 1 green and 1 blue. I'm going to take the blue wild child. So we're going to have 2 wild childs with that one. Excuse me. Science. Science, remember, does not have a lot of cards that manipulate dice. She has all those lead cards. So she's going to be less about being able to reroll dice. So we got to be mindful of that. And she has basically room for a red or a blue. I still don't have an eyeball with any of my guys, and I'm thinking I should have probably maybe taken an eyeball instead of a wild child with the last one. I'm thinking, oh, you know what? There's a red wild child. Do I want to do that with her, though? Because she doesn't have rerolls very much. Let's take a pickaxe. Give her a red pickaxe. Really, you can't go wrong as far as I'm concerned. You just want as many symbols as you can. So anyways, I think that's decent. Let's do that. And here we are. We're done. Now we go to unloading. And I am definitely running out of time. So in any order, resolve the when unloaded effect of the unique discoveries on the lander. And then move that card to its corresponding slot. So let's get our unique discoveries. And let's do those. I didn't even look at them very much. This one, crystalline shard. When unloaded, place research project R5 in the awaiting. And then this one, when you gain this card, yeah, nothing really happens with this one. So I'm going to put this in like that. So R05. Is now added. Okay, done. If you fill a complete row of slots, okay, gain the bonus bridge upgrades. Gain the card listed next to the row and place it in the awaiting envelope. What does that mean? Gain bonus bridge upgrades. If you fill a complete row of slots, gain the card listed next to the row and place it in the awaiting envelope. What does that mean? Oh, is that these? These are the bonus bridge upgrades? I guess so. So if I ever complete this row, then I get this bonus bridge upgrade. Okay. Jeez. Unload other discoveries. And then move them to the gathered discoveries and card trade B. So these are just gathered. We're not doing any of the special stuff. We're going to just unload them as is, and I'm just going to set them off to the side. Store the lander, return the lander board. I'll just leave the lander board there. That's part of the reason why I have it way up there. Then we go to medbay. And medbay, install medbay upgrades. Take all medbay upgrades out of the awaiting. I don't think we have any. And I have to quit. So my apologies. We will pick up from here in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.